Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see San Antonio going up against the Pacers. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. At this early stage of the season, Greg, it seems like a lot of coaches hold back a little bit. What do you think?
Well, you don't want to show all your cards right away. And this is a good time to try some different things, save your go-to strategies, and also just experiment with different lineups.
Basket counts. Duncan's got the first points up on the board tonight here for San Antonio. Now Tinsley. Duncan with the block. Here's Finley. And it's Parker in the corner. Ori kicks to Finley. Pacers with the rebound. Granger outside. Tinsley with the bucket.
Hey, pretty much every team runs a guy to the corner for that reason right there.
Parker outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And they're running. Ginobili with the steal. Driving in, and it's slammed in by Ginobili.
A merciless drive by Ginobili. If there's a weakness in your defense, he'll find it.
Now Tinsley. He had 15 points last outing, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ori a screen on Jackson. Ginobili with the three. It's hauled in by Artest. On offense, here are the Pacers.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Indiana. Pass to Ginobili. A three ball. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. Ginobili's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Granger dishes to O'Neal. Granger a screen on Parker. Tinsley pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
What a nasty finish that was. O'Neal playing with a little attitude right now.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. They trail by 3. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. From outside, off the mark. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Indiana. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, this is a great rivalry, guys. I mean, even though they're in opposite conferences, you look back and these teams have a lot of history.
They really do. I mean, whenever they play each other, it means a little bit extra. These are two franchises, as you said, that certainly have had their fair share of tangles in the past.
Good on the three-point shot. Ginobili's got 5.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
O'Neal a screen on Parker. Here's Tinsley, covered by Parker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Ori passes to Ginobili. Back to Ori. Duncan outside. Good, and it's Ori picking up the assist. 5 points in the game.
You set him up, Tim Duncan will knock him down.
Here's Tinsley. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Spurs leading by 3. Parker surveying the floor. Fires top of the key. Rebounded by Granger.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Pass to Tinsley. Shot clock at 5. And the Pacers can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Parker, right side. Duncan with the screen for Parker. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Doing a nice job defensively that time. O'Neal throwing that one in reverse.
Down low, Timmy, down low.
Shot clock at 6. Parker left side. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Tinsley. O'Neal a screen on Parker. Here's Tinsley. Here's O'Neal. And he slams it down right on top of Tim.
He made extra sure that goes in.
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Suns.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
For Indiana, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here he goes. The shot by Tinsley, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Timeout.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Barry's checked in for San Antonio. On defense, the Spurs. Johnson with it. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here is Parker. Scoreless thus far. Outside, Ori. Pass to Barry. Clock at 4. And they recover it. Here's Duncan. Got a piece of it. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. Duncan's got 7. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Indiana. Trailing by 2. Lets a floater go. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Parker. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. And they pick up 2.
Ah, the soft floater from Parker is truly a wonderful thing to behold.
Here's Johnson, following the score by Tony Parker. Johnson dishes to Foster, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here is Ori. No scoring in this one. It's Ginobili outside, poked away, and he gets it back. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's a well-earned foul for the and one opportunity. Ginobili was so ready to sacrifice himself on that play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Nesterovic is checked in, and it's Udrih in for Tony Parker. And that one misses. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
Here's Ginobili following the score by Indiana. Now the Pacers moving it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He's off on the first.
You always have to take advantage of trips to the line.
And he's good on the second.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Pass to Ginobili. From outside the arc. And it's Foster with the rebound. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Jones, the pass to Foster. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Over to Nesterovic. And it's Jones scoring on a gorgeous play. And the Pacers lead by 1. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. Jones with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Johnson for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Udrich dishes to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Johnson surveying the floor. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ginobili right side. They set the pick. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
You know, it's Ginobili's versatility, confidence, and creativity that makes him a lethal scorer.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
That free throw good from Ginobili.
Boy, the energy Ginobili plays with is actually unbelievable. He's a whirling dervish out there who is always doing something borderline spectacular.
Now, here's Johnson. And the basket is good. Johnson's got 6 points. 54 seconds left to play in the first. Ginobili the pass to Udrich. Duncan with a screen on Johnson. Back to Ginobili. Now Udrich. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
San Antonio making a switch here. Owens checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. The rebound by Crozier. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson outside. There's the screen. That 3 off the mark. Nesterovic passes to Udrich. Inside, shoots from the right block, and no good. Trying to use the glass. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Spurs lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Oh, great find there for the open man.
San Antonio leading. Now, here's Parker. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And how about Parker there? Incredible job with the handle and the footwork to get that one.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Tinsley pass to O'Neal. A second chance effort. Tinsley with the bucket. Tinsley's got 5 minutes.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Parker outside, screened by Duncan. Here's the teardrop. Parker's shot is off. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Tinsley. He's got 5. Nobody near Granger. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
Great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
Now here's Granger following the miss by Tony Parker. Pass to Tinsley. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's O'Neal. Finley with the rebound. Parker outside. Bowen the pass to Parker. There's a screen. And it's Parker again missing. And Indiana shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Tinsley with the bucket. The NBA draft is in the summer, but Greg, we already know who the first overall pick is going to be. A kid named LeBron James.
Yeah, we've known that for a couple of years now. He's been on every magazine cover. LeBron's a special player, almost magic-like when it comes to passing with size.
And so it's Indiana with it. Following the three-point attempt by Tony Parker.
Burned him, and he said, see you later.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Down low, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Walker's checked in for the Pacers. Artest comes in for Danny Granger. Horry's checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Bowen. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson a screen on Parker. Rebounded by the Spurs. Ginobili looking around. Top of the key, Duncan. Pass to Ginobili. Lets the three fly, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got 16.
A very reliable shooter. Once Ginobili has the ball, you know what he's going to do with it.
Three-pointer. The shot by Tinsley, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Pacers. They're 6th best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings.
And seeing where Indiana is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Parker's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
This is what Walker is all about offensively, getting point-blank shots.
Ginobili outside. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is O'Neal. 8 points for him. Jackson up top. Walker in the corner. 5 on the clock. From downtown, Jackson misses. Spurs have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Ginobili outside for the three. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And that one is good. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Parker outside to the inside. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Outside, Walker. Back to O'Neal. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Barry's checked in for the Spurs. Van Exel comes in for Parker. The free throw off from O'Neal.
And the talent O'Neal has is evident, and the exact type of big man any team would love to have.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
Boy, if he's inside and that close, he's taking it with authority.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. They trail by one. Going inside, and it's slammed in by Ginobili.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Walker with a screen for Johnson. No one near him. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the dunk by Ori.
Hey, you got to give Ori a lot of credit for leaking out and executing in transition. Really outstanding work there.
Johnson outside. Drives to the hoop. Good. Johnson's got 8.
If you give guys even a sliver of daylight in this league, they'll make you pay.
Van Exel passes to Ori. It's stolen by Jones. For the finish, and Jones with the stuff.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Van Exel. Hasn't made one yet. Duncan with a screen on Johnson. Latrey. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the drive.
And so athletic for a guy his size. O'Neal just glides to the basket with ease.
San Antonio trails by 3. Van Exel passes to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Duncan with a screen on Johnson. Down low. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 8. That one doesn't drop. Duncan against Johnson. Duncan, the pass to Ori. Off target from outside. And Indiana shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Some changes for Indiana. Foster's checked in for Walker. And it's Bender in for Artests. The Spurs also with the sub. Udrich is checked back in. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Ori. Here's Van Exel. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. San Antonio making a switch here. Nesterovic is checked in. And San Antonio has possession. 6 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Ori. And the dunk by Ori.
Really good hustle from Ori to save the play there. Getting in there to grab that rebound and get a second chance shot.
Foster is screen on Van Exel. Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
You've got to have inside scoring to be successful, and he's aware of that.
Van Exel with it. Still yet to score. And it's Udrich in the corner. O'Neal outside. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ori against O'Neal. They set the pick. Here's Barry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Barry offers a ton of versatility. I mean, Brent is a tall guard with really good handles and a deadly three-point shooter.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And he knocks down the first one. Bowen, he's checked in for Van Exel. And so he makes both from the line. Indiana leading. Johnson outside. Inside. And finished off by O'Neal.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster game.
Pass to Barry. Here's Nesterovic. Udrich scanning the floor. Here's Bowen. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Pacers leading by 3. Johnson outside. Fires for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Ori's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barry the pass to Udrich. Here's Bowen. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Indiana out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Manu Ginobili.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Tinsley, covered by Parker. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
And there has been no answer for him defensively.
Parker outside. Duncan with the screen for Parker. They get it back. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Duncan.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
A shot by Tinsley, no good. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Ginobili outside. Pass to Finley. Spurs passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
That kind of defense is not going to cut it with Duncan. He's too good and just shrugs off the contact.
Now Tinsley. He has 7. Takes it off the glass. Tinsley's got 9.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Pass to Duncan. And here is Parker for the tie. And the rebound goes to Danny Granger. Granger's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Tinsley, covered by Parker. Granger, a screen on Parker. Here's Tinsley. A three-pointer, no good. San Antonio trails by 3. Duncan kicks to Ginobili. For 3. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Tinsley. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Jackson. Ginobili grabs the board. Ginobili's got his 4th rebound in this one. Duncan against O'Neal. Duncan, the pass to Finley. Ginobili, that's for 2. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Granger against Ori. Now Tinsley. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Pass to Parker. Driving inside. Here's Duncan, covered by Artest. Outside, Ginobili, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
Indiana trails by 3. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Pacers making a switch here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Tinsley. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Ori against Granger. Over Ori. Indiana again missing. Here's San Antonio. Big stretch here going 10-2. And here is Parker. Ginobili outside. Parker outside. Back to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Just excellent use of the pick and roll by Parker, a Tasmanian devil whose speed and decision-making causes so many problems for the defense.
Here's Tinsley. Outside Jackson. Knocked loose. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Parker outside. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Pass to Duncan. Granger against Orr. Oh, and the jam by Granger.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Indiana trails by 3. On the wing, Granger. Pass to Tinsley. Here's Crozier. Granger right side. Ori with the rebound. Ori's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ginobili with the ball. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Granger. Granger's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Jackson passes to Tinsley. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Ginobili. The 3. Granger with the rebound. Granger's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now Tinsley. 9 points in the game so far. And Parker, here we go. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Foster's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Nesterovic is checked in. Indiana trails by 3. Here's Tinsley. Foster is screen on Parker. To the middle. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now here's Parker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And the shot goes in. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So it's the Spurs now. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker outside, drops in the tray. Parker's got 7 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Tinsley. He's got 11. A floater, and it's blocked.
Oh, he just erases the shot there with a well-timed block.
Pass to Parker. Here's Nesterovic. Now Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. They get it back. Finley. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
Foster is screen on Parker. They get a hand on it. Parker with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Indiana trails by 6. Now Tinsley. Pass to Jackson. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by Crozier, no good. San Antonio leading by 6. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Here's Finley from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Finley's got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio.
Clear that Finley is always ready to get into a shooting motion. He's got such a clean, efficient jump shot.
Pass to Crozier. Outside Jackson to end the run. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Granger kicks to Tinsley. Back to Granger. Jackson setting the pick here for Granger. No good with the triple. And so it's Ginobili. It up now for the Spurs. 6-point lead. Ori gets the bucket.
And Ori is the textbook stretch four. A big man with range for days.
Here's Tinsley, covered by Parker. Pass to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Here's Tinsley. Granger outside. To the paint. And it's Foster missing. San Antonio leading by 9. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Parker's shot is off.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Here's Tinsley. 11 points in the game.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Parker outside. They set the pick to the inside. And that one is good from Nesterovich. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-5 run. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Spurs leading by 9. Now, here's Parker. To the left side wing. Pass to Ori. Parker, right side. Duncan with a screen on Jackson. 6 to shoot. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Here's Tinsley. Granger, a screen on Parker. Here's Tinsley. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's and San Antonio shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
That's the idea. Get the ball inside, get a good look, and see if you can draw some fouls.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Leno Udrich, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he makes both free throws. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Jackson against Ginobili. Pass to Finley. Here is Ori. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Now Finley. Granger covering. Finley can't get it to go. Indiana trails by 9. Now Tinsley. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. He gets it in there. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Finley. Inside, Ori. That one doesn't go. Granger with the defensive effort. Here's our test. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be an Udrich.
An impressive combination of desire and intensity. Ron Artest plays as hard as anybody in the league.
A different look now for San Antonio. Bowen comes in for Finley. And Berry subbed in for Manu Ginobili. The free throw off from Artest.
Yeah, you're not going to find a more rugged player than Artest. He will battle for every loose ball, every rebound, and he'll defend with every ounce of energy he has.
Here's Tinsley. Artest on the wing. O'Neal kicks to Granger. O'Neal sets the screen for Granger. Over Duncan. Granger misses. Spurs leading by 5. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Bowen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Artest.
A big highlight of Bowen's game is his defense, but I think that really speaks to his commitment and effort in general. I mean, this is a very smart basketball player.
That free throw, good from Bowen. That one is no good. Indiana trails by 6. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. O'Neal outside. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely.
And I love the passion that Jackson plays with. Never bashful when it comes to pulling the trigger, and an outstanding two-way player.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Jackson. And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Udrich. Screen by Duncan. Udrich, the pass to Duncan. Here's Jackson. Rebound, San Antonio. Floats one. Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, this team depends on Duncan offensively because they know how great a scorer he is.
Here's Tinsley. He's guarded by Udrich. Down low. Duncan with the block. Pass to Udrich. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And he earns himself a trip to the line. That's a positive possession for this offense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Udrich hits them both. Indiana trails by 8. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now Udrich. Pass to Bowen. Spurs passing it around. Stolen by Artest. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Duncan with it. There's the pick for three. Udrich. It's rebounded by Indiana. Artest's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jackson. Duncan with the block. They get it back, and the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Jermaine O'Neal. Udrich dishes to Duncan. Pass to Bowen. Back to Duncan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Duncan's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Here's Tinsley. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Barry. San Antonio leading by 6.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Indiana trails by 7. Tinsley pass to O'Neal. Now here's Granger. Horry with the rebound. Horry's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Udrich, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Duncan with the bucket. And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Tinsley from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Tinsley's got 11 in the second half.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Udrich can't hit. Pacers shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Inside. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jermaine O'Neal.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
A floater, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to Tinsley. Beyond the arc. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Michael Finley, he's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Beno Udrich. O'Neal kicks to Artest. Back to O'Neal. Now Tinsley. High arcing shot, and the layup is good. And now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
And the floater is such a useful shot to have in your arsenal. It's extremely difficult to defend.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And the Spurs with possession. A 2-point game. Over to the wing. Duncan high post. Spurs working the ball around now. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
So it's the Spurs now. The Pacers making the shot. Duncan kicks to Parker. Stolen by Tinsley. 4-on-3 break. Pass to O'Neal. Now Tinsley. Shot clock at 5. Back to O'Neal to take the lead. That one falls off Tinsley's feet. Tinsley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 2. Screen by Duncan. It's Parker with the drive. And that one's good. Duncan.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
Here's Tinsley. Covered by Parker. Jackson has the open look. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He knows every possession is critical now. Ano Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. Outside, Ori. Here's Finley, covered by Artest. Ori passes to Duncan. 3 on the clock, and the wide-open shot from Ginobili. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. And Tinsley kicks to Granger. Jackson against Ginobili. Shoots it. And again, it's Indiana converting.
In order to win games, you gotta hit the jumper.
Parker outside. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Tinsley, covered by Parker. He gets that one. O'Neal's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
And that's a big bucket for O'Neal. He understands his team looks for him to come up when it matters most.
Oh, here's Parker, Duncan, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Artest on the way. It's tipped. Ginobili with the steal. Finley the pass to Ginobili. And the 3 off target.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now, here's O'Neal.
Inside, it's so hard to match up with the length of O'Neal, which is why he's able to draw fouls more times than not.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. There's 49 seconds left in the game. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ginobili. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
And guys, you can tell the team trusts Ginobili. They know he can handle the moment.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Duncan, out left to the wing. Looking to end his cold spell. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Jackson, and an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Pass to Ori. And so the Pacers take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that